I'm going to keep that up. And when I start going down the great African wonders of the world, you're going to automatically know not one of them can compete. Not one of them. Okay? So let me go on over here to my list. Let me go on over here to my list. Let me go on over here to my list. Going over here to my list. Now, let me start off with my number one. Okay? Automatically, you know this got to be, and that don't mean it's number one. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care what number it's in. This is the oldest stone structure on the planet. The first stone structure on the planet. You understand? In human history, the step pyramid of Saqqara, it was built by the Grand Master Architect Imhotep for the Suten Djoser. Now check this out. This in the old kingdom. You understand what I'm saying? This is how you know that Egypt is more ancient than the Europeans want to give Egypt, because ain't no way you gonna start off in your old kingdom. Your early, you're talking about the third dynasty, okay? You're not talking about the later dynasty. You talking about the third dynasty. And they already building monuments to the sky. You understand? You don't develop that kind of knowledge because nobody, to show you how advanced the knowledge is, nobody else has been able to master it. Nobody else in the ancient world was able to conceive something on that level. You understand? And can't conceive it into the damn modern era, into the modern skyscraper. And yet and still, you know, this pyramid, they got dated at 2700 BC. Okay? So you talking about almost 5,000 years old according to the white man. And we don't give his dating no respect. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're not counting my shit, and you know damn well you wasn't even on the planet when we built it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know when it was constructed. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and it's still standing. This is what's killing the motherfucker. It's still standing. You see what I'm saying? So, of course, since it is the first, and I dare you to come back 5,000 years from now and see how many of them goddamn, not one of them skyscrapers you see standing today, they ain't gonna even last, goddamn it, 500 years, less known 5,000 years. They ain't gonna even last 500 years, less known 5,000. They gonna have to tear that motherfucker down, okay? Long before that, if this world is still standing. And you see right there, you know, the great god Ptah, and you know, the pyramid age, and I'm gonna get on that, was during the worship of the great god Ptah. You see what I'm saying? So though we talk about Amen, we need to talk about Ptah, because the greatest monuments in all of human history was constructed under the worship of Ptah. Okay? So number two, the Pyramid of Meidum. Okay, you talking about 2600, you know, not that long after you know, the Pyramid of Saqqara. You see? And this was started by Huni, and you know, Seneferu tried to pick up on it. And so what you're seeing right here, if you're looking at this one, this is a step pyramid. You see what I'm saying? And here they trying to seal in the steps. They trying to develop to a true pyramid. They ain't, you know, you ain't gonna do this shit without already having the ability to do it. Okay? They already got, but they bringing in the manpower. They bringing in the great minds, you know. This is in Egypt. And Egypt is the new colony. You know what I'm saying? Egypt is the new colony. You know, further up the river is really the heart of the empire at this time. So Egypt is the new colony. They coming in because, you know, there's disruption going on. You see what I'm saying? There's foreigners trying to come in on the land. And so the Ethiopians know at this time, it's time to come further down the river. It's time to put, more manpower down at the Delta region of the Nile River and man that, even going into what you call, Palestine or Canaan or whatever you choose to call it. You understand what I'm saying? Even moving into that region. You see what I'm saying? And so you see right here with the Pyramid of Meidum, the development, the push to develop the true pyramid. You see what I'm saying? This pyramid is still solid, even though it didn't, it collapsed some. The outer part of it collapsed is what happened. And so they took the bricks and blocks and whatever and built something else, mosque or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they did. But, they hadn't perfected it yet. They hadn't perfected, but you can see from this one to this one, they trying to move up. And then you get to the bent pyramid. See, this is how Dr. Ben taught. You can see the flaws, You can see the flaws in how they develop. You can see the whole developmental process of the true pyramid in Africa. Nobody brought it in because you can see as they coming down the river, the pyramids is getting larger and larger and larger. All of the mistakes is in the south. And then when they get down to Egypt, they've reached completion. They've developed and they moved past the mistakes. So here you got the bent pyramid. So you can see between the Pyramid of Meidum and the Pyramid of the bent pyramid of Seneferu. You know what I'm saying? It was some collapse in the pyramid where they had to, they couldn't take it to the complete, dimensions that they had first laid out. It started to collapse, and so they had to kind of cut it and bring it to a, it's not a true point. It's bent. You know what I'm saying? If they would have kept going up, the whole goddamn pyramid would have collapsed. So they had to cut it off. They had too much weight. And listen, if they would have brought this pyramid to a point, I think it would have been the biggest pyramid ever. It's more blocks on this damn pyramid than even, on the only pyramid that has as much volume as this pyramid is the Pyramid of Khufu. You see what I'm saying? That just lets you know this is a megalithic structure right here. It's a lot of stone on this pyramid. If you just take the top part of it, you know what I'm saying? It's larger than some of the big pyramids that's standing. So it's like two pyramids damn near in one. You see what I'm saying? So this is the bent pyramid, and I got that at number 3. You know what I'm saying? Now, number 4. This is the red pyramid of the Suten Sneferu. Okay, now who is Sneferu? Sneferu is Khufu's father. Now, if y'all want to know who Khufu, Khafra, Menkaure, that's the pyramids at Giza. Those are the most profound pyramids. They show them all the time, the 3 pyramids side by side. Well, this is Khufu's father, and he was the first one to complete the world's first true pyramid, the red pyramid. Okay, this is in 26. We talk about 20. Look at all these megalithic structures. This shit is like at 3000 BC. And then you go to Mesopotamia, they got some mud mounds. You got to understand the Americas ain't even on the scene yet. Even the Olmec didn't come to like 1200 BC. So this shit right, it's it. This is almost, 1500 years before the damn Olmecs come on the scene. You understand what I'm saying? And they ain't, them is our family, but they ain't even in comparison. So this is a very beautiful pyramid. This is a very beautiful pyramid. You know what I'm saying? And I've been inside of this pyramid. You see what I'm saying? I've been inside of this pyramid. And this is where you see that, what's that vault co the cobalt. What that vault? It's an arch, the cobalt arch. Okay, and that's the arch I was showing you is the one they're using over here in the Americas. You see what I'm saying? So architecture is not a type of a science you just gonna stumble into. You see what I'm saying? Either you went to architectural school to know how to do that, or you don't know how to do it. It's just that simple. So it's not hard to see that the Olmecs sat down in the architectural school because they was Africans. And not just, you had Africans coming from the west coast of Africa, but it's clear that the Olmecs came from the Nile Valley. Okay? They came from the Nile Valley. Now you get into the three pyramids of Giza. Now this 5, 6, and 7. And I can show you right there, we already in 5, 6, and 7. And ain't nothing on any of them goddamn is gonna compare to any of this right here at all. Just on the strength of you talking about almost 3,000 BC, you talking about all these structures alone is 5,000 years old. So when you hear these people, no other continent possessed so many wonders in the BC era. And I'm not just talking about 1,000 or 2, we're talking about 3,000 BC. You understand what I'm saying? And it's what's so astounding that most of these megalithic structures were constructed in the earliest periods of Egypt. And you know damn well it took, hundreds of thousands of years to develop the knowledge. So you can't just start at 3,000 BC. You know what I'm saying? They have been developing the knowledge 250 to a half a million years, 250,000 to a half a million years, 500,000 years of development right here. And they still stand. So this is the Pyramid of Khufu, 40 stories. Okay? 40 stories. Shit, you didn't get a goddamn 40-story building in America until the 1900s. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't. The European was not able to match the height of the pyramid until like the Eiffel Tower, but it's still not massive. Like so yeah, you reach the height, but that motherfucker will not be here no 5,000 motherfucking years from now. That bitch gonna rust and that bitch gonna fall. That's just the facts. So this is the pyramid, and you talking about one block. One block on average is like 10 tons. And then the heaviest blocks on the pyramid is at the top. That's crazy. And some of them is like 100 tons a piece. So you know what I'm saying? How the hell did they get 100-ton blocks? Damn near 30, 35, you're talking about at least 30 stories up. You got 100-ton blocks. You understand what I'm saying? And I seen documentaries where the Japanese went to Egypt and they was over there and they had the world's strongest crane in the world. And that motherfucker tried to pick up one block that weighed about, it was about 20 tons. Man, that motherfucker broke. Whole fucking crane fell over. Motherfucking crane went to struggle. So you talking about one block, and it's over like 2 million blocks on this pyramid. It's over 2 million blocks on this pyramid, and the heaviest ones is at the top. So this is the greatest and will always be. You understand what I'm saying? Until this motherfucker is the greatest of all time. Okay? And the 8th wonder is the Horemakhet, the Sphinx. Okay, we lining it up, family. We lining it up. Which is they try to say it's the Sphinx of Khafra. Now, Khafre's pyramid is right behind because you can tell the difference between Khafre's pyramid. It looks like it's bigger than Khufu's, but it's not. It's just built on a higher plateau. You see what